Hello, my friends. Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege COG. Now, COG is, for those of you that don't know, made up of different components from different toys of Fort Max that combined into a little robot mode. We have effectively a very upscale, modernized figure here. Like that figure before it, it could combine into this battle tank mode. And like that figure before it, it could split in half and form two different land-based vehicle modes. You have this treaded tank that rolls with no problems, and you have this four-wheeler with guns on it that rolls with no problems. The only problem I have with this figure in these modes is they are supposed to combine here. They do, but it's on that tiny little peg, and they just, like, you could just slide it off the peg. It doesn't hold together real well. Other than that, these things are pretty cool. I like these little things. Yeah, it's obvious what they're going to turn into. The backtrack tank has 4 different attachment points on the top, and then 2 on the back of the vehicle mode. And then the 4-track has 2 on the side and 2 on the top. And then you could count the fists that the robot mode has as 2 as well if you want. So you can armor these little dudes up. All right, transformation time. First, we're going to remove the guns from the top of the silver part, flip up the head, turn the head around, and then attach the arms while closing up the cannons. And they just peg right into place like so. And then we will put him off to the side. Now for the bottom legs. Unpeg them, then unpeg the front of the tank mode, flip it all the way up, and that's it. And then this part, specifically that peg, will peg into that peg, this peg hole on the bottom tank will peg into this peg and the top tank to form COG's robot mode. COG's robot mode is really quite cool looking. I thought it looked good in pictures, but it looks even better in person. It's very simple, blue, silver, black, but it works incredibly well. It's just really neat. Head sculpt is quite good, a little bit on the plain side, but I can understand it. The original COG figure wasn't much on detail. The molding on the figure as a whole, though, is phenomenal. Posability is also quite good, but you do need to be aware that this guy is meant to come apart and come apart easily, so the limbs have a tendency to just come apart. Head does swivel side to side. It is not on a ball joint, but it is hard to swivel because you got to get your fat thumbs in there. Not a swivel, but it is a sliding peg for the upper arm. Then there is a hinge for forward and out. 90-degree bend at the elbow, or just over 90-degree bend at the elbow. No fist articulation. There is torso articulation. Hips are on hinges and can move forward quite a bit. Can't move back all that much because of that, the armor back there. As you can see, the legs do have a tendency to fall off pretty easily, so just be aware of that. Knees bend on a 2-step ratchet, and then there is foot articulation for the ankles. And my figure's right leg keeps falling off. And here's the ankle articulation. Darn it, leg. Stay on there. Height-wise, COG is in scale with all the other deluxes in this line, so that's perfect. Now the back of COG is a little bit hollow. Not much I can do about that. It's not that big a deal. That's just me nitpicking. Now, let's go ahead and get into the weapons. So first, we're going to disassemble them completely. Arms off, weapons or guns off, unpeg the top torso, and turn the head around and fold it up. Put that off to the side. Legs off. And then we're left with a crotch that we can either use as guns or we can flip these around as a shield. I prefer the guns. Now with each of the legs, come above the knee and fold that up into the bottom part of the leg and do that on both of them. For the crotch, we're going to just flip out this little peg like that. The last bit, we're going to take the torso and not fold the head up, pull the pin up, and then take the silver bits and fold them out and down so you get this kind of battle shield or blaster shield gimmick going. Now, before we get into the really big weird gun mode that you can get, we're going to go ahead and give Sideswipe some shoes, like this, with the pegs underneath. Then we're going to give him a giant shoulder shield cannon, like that. Give him some guns, like this. And then using those slots at the top of his shoulders, we're going to go ahead and attach bigger guns, because we can. Like that. And then we'll give him butt guns. Okay, they're shooting down, but you know what I mean. Ah, heck, we'll just put it on his shoulder. There we go. So we now have all of COG attached to Sideswipe in a ridiculous manner. Now, there is one more bit of ridiculousness that we can do with COG. What you do is you take the giant guns that are the arms and attach them to the bottom of COG's feet, like that. So we'll do that on both of these. And then we're going to flip those legs, or upper knee sections, out, and using the backpack, or the little crotch cannons, peg them in, like this, and then put more guns on top of here, and this will make what I like to call the COG murder backpack. Is it practical? Nope. Is it fun? Oh yes. Oh my yes. COG is so much dumb fun. Oh, I can't even... it's so hard to articulate how much fun I'm having with COG. Because, oh, I could just rip parts off and I can add other parts, or I can just pull a gun out of nowhere and give it to him as an entire arm, because why the heck not? Or I can just keep attaching other guns on guns on guns to him, because it's fun. This Weaponizer idea is absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait for 6-gun. I cannot wait for Brunt. Brunt? Is it Brunt or Blunt? And I can't wait for more of these guys, because if COG is any indication, I'm going to have a ball with any of these bigger Weaponizer figures. So folks, let me know what you think of COG down in the comments. As always, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Be sure to hit that bell so you know when new videos are up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.